But could you give us a sense of the scale of the numbers of carers, perhaps starting with the UK, but just to give a sense of how many people are carers?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think just to frame that really quickly, because you touched on this, I think the numbers are very much impacted by those people who are happy to recognise as a carer.
Mm.
And there are lots of people that don't. So in the UK, we're looking at about 10% of the population that are recognised and registered as
9%.
carers. Yes, that's 5 million, but the numbers are thought to be as high as 10.6 million in the UK. In the US, the number has increased from, let me just get my facts right, from 2015 to 2020, there was a 10 million carer increase. And that took the number up to 53 million. So 1 in 5 American adults are carers.
Wow. I mean, when you hear the numbers like that, I mean, this is a material aspect of our society and our community. So the reality is, as we're
Absolutely.
walking down the street, you may bump into somebody or see somebody who won't tell you, I'm sure, but is a carer. What's going on then? What stops carers speaking up and talking about it? I don't mean necessarily to a stranger, and I'm not being glib,
Hmm.
but even perhaps to people at work or to other people that are reasonably close to them. What's going on there, do you think?
Yeah, it's a complex question without an easy answer. I think there are many, many facets of the reasons why people don't sort of disclose that they've got caring responsibilities. Sometimes they don't see it as that, particularly within cultures. So the Indian culture, I think Latino, are very, very family focused, and they would never consider themselves to be a carer. They would just
Oh,
consider
yes.
themselves to be a good family person that's, sort of living the values of the family and the culture, which is beautiful. But also kind of takes away from the fact that they have got a caring role and extra pressures that other people don't have. I think there's a huge stigma around caring as such, and kind of the assumption that you can't be a great employee if you've got caring responsibilities. You can't be everything to everybody, which in a way is true. But I think there's that huge stigma. And then a lot of the time, there's that lack of wanting to admit that you are a carer. Certainly, my experience was for the first 5 or 6 years of having my boys. I have Harry and Oliver, who are twins, and they're 19 now. For the first few years, I was really in denial and hoped that Harry would join me in my world. And it took me quite a while and quite a journey to realise that I needed to join him in his.